Hey everybody, what's up? It's Tipping the Scales, and we're back. I'm Lachey Dawson.
I'm Tania, also known as T. Sweet tea, bitter tea, iced tea.
All the teas.
All the kind of teas you want.
I forgot my microphone's too close. Let me pull it down before I get in trouble.
Oh, you're in trouble.
I'm in trouble.
Well, I have to start off by asking, how was it? How was the Essence Festival?
Oh, T.
Was it nice?
Yeah, we have to do an in-person podcast at Essence at some point. I'm putting that on
how amazing
the goal calendar. It was really good. A lot of great energy, a lot of great names, influencers, celebrities, artists. Like, it was just like a mashup of good vibes. And for me, I shed a thug tear because it's one of those things where it's one of those things where when you've been just working really hard and you get something unexpected, a lot of unexpected good things don't happen all the time.
No.
So this one kind of just hit me over the head. A girl who's been watching me for a really long time, who is now one of my good friends. Her name is Shannon. Shout out to Shannon.
Hey, Shannon. Hey, girl.
Hey, Shannon.
Hey.
She booked me on an Omni hotel experience before, and she asked me to make content. And her and this girl named Taylor, and then I blew their socks away apparently with that execution, and then she asked me to do this other one. And it was so cool.
I love.
Thank you. It was so cool because it was just something for me, for the Shay Dawson experience. It had nothing to do with anyone else. So that was pretty cool.
I love that. Well, congrats on that. That's
Thanks,
fun.
Bro.
How amazing would it be for us to record at the Essence Festival? That would be like amazing. Just being in that atmosphere around some really dope people, very much positive vibes. I would love that. So
we're going to do that.
Speak that into the atmosphere. Exactly. I don't know about you, but I don't know. It's just like, even though it's like so hot and miserable, like it's been like very just like humid. And like I would get up, go for a walk, and my chest kind of like felt a little tight. It's just tight because it's like, it's hot, but I still get excited that it's officially summertime. I think the first day of summer was like, last week? So
yeah.
I'm excited. It's summertime.
Hey. Summertime. Just sit back and unwind.
Can't you sit back and unwind?
Yeah, it definitely brings a smile to my face, like, to think about the summertime. Like, so many good things happen in the summertime, right, T?
First of all, yes. Now, I don't know if this is a myth or if this is factual, but I feel like more people want to be booed up when it's in the winter. Like, you're hibernating, you're cold. I want to be up under someone to keep me warm and cuddle and and be booed up in the winter. But I feel like people are on the hunt. It's like the chase is on in the summer. And I don't know, because more people take their clothes off. It was so funny that I was riding. I'm at the shore, and so some guy, I was riding a bike. Some guy like chiseled, had his shirt off, running, and I like almost fell off my bike. I was like, "Ooh, you hot and you're cute," and I literally almost fell off my bike. And then I was like, "Tania, like, seriously, pay attention.
Thirsty mama.
You barely ride, barely can pay attention and ride anyway." But he looked great, and he was like super chiseled, like
he was
worked
fantastic.
Out. Yeah, he looked good. But
it's great eye candy.
I mean, it was like, it happens. Like, we see eye candy all around us, like you see people with amazing bodies, no matter what the gender is, who cares? Like, people have amazing bodies, and you notice them and they look good. And he caught my attention, but I was like, it had me in a mood. Like, are people feeling like this? Like, is this the thing? Like, are people on the hunt, on the chase in the summer? I don't know.
Coming from you, I don't know if it's an everyone thing or if it's a
I am simply asking. I'm making an observation. I think for sure there's more looking that happens in the summer. Now,
yes, I agree.
Irregardless of the fact that are people actually entertaining or taking those looks, taking it past the looking stage, maybe. I would vote to say yes.
I would vote to say yes to both. I think I think summer is a mindset more than it is a season. Because a lot of people spend time getting ready, to show off their summer bodies. I actually showed up this summer without a summer body, so that was very disappointing. But I will say I was definitely noticing a lot of people looking real great. Yesterday for the 4th, I was in Miami with my friends.
Oh,
and
please.
People were.
You don't have to be the 4th to be in Miami. People have their clothes off all the time in Miami.
And I'm motivated here. It makes me want to work out. It makes me want to get my stuff right.
That's how it is being on the West Coast, period.
Yes.
When I was in Scottsdale, it was just a different vibe. Like I feel like folks are healthier on the West side. I don't, on the West Coast. I don't know. It just feels that way. I know there's more fun, like those niche classes that I like to take. Like there is like trampoline classes, like every class you could think of. There's a bunch of outdoor boot camp classes, like just fun stuff.
Right.
That I feel like, I don't know, people are more health. I can tell you that there's way more options. Like someone for me who have like a sensitive tummy and gluten and all these other allergies.
You can find a lot more
there's
options.
A lot more options, like a way more robust menu when I'm on the West Coast than it is on the East Coast. It's just what it is, like a lot more healthier options. So I am more inclined to be like in super workout mode when I was in Scottsdale. Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe once our podcast brand is Poppington, more Poppington than it is.
We be popping?
We should take our talents to the West Coast, and have a studio and all that stuff.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that would be cool.
Like every week we fly in if we don't want to live there, but we just fly in and we record. We do some yoga, we do some classes, and then we go back.
Yeah, you're speaking my language. You know how to get me. Like, you just say all the right things. Like, see, I'm like, no, I don't know if I want to be on the West Coast. You're like, do some yoga. I'm like, I'm done. Sign me up. Yeah. I want to do it. I want to
fly in on a Thursday, leave on a Sunday,
Sign me up. But yeah, I do think that people are more inclined to have that mindset of summer. Let's have fun. Let's check out what's going on. And, unless folks who are like married, it's different. But I feel like single folks are more inclined to be on the hunt in the summer. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you're of the male race, who knows? You may be looking either way.
Hey, cutie, with the cute booty. Hey. So I don't know, but I do think it's fun. Like summertime means fun to me. It's a fact though that more people are outdoors, right? Like it's cold. You really don't want to be out there chilling, but when it's nice out, you want to be seen. You're out, you're having fun. Mm-hmm. I know this beach, like this past weekend, the beach was mobbed with people because of the 4th of July holiday. And there are a lot of people were just here at the shore. So I am happy that that's over because it's just like less crowded. And I do like that. But I know it's a different vibe that I feel that folks have in the summer versus the winter months.
I agree. And summer also too is it's one of those things that like if you're not outside, you feel like you're missing out. It's like the world is happening without
What's
you.
Going on?
Do you remember summer in COVID? Like it was like this is so wrong. This is so wrong.
We're stuck in a house. It feels weird.
We're stuck in a house. Yeah.
Yeah, it does feel different not being to get out, but
it
feels good. I don't know. Like, and I don't know if it's a reflection. Like I wonder, like I don't have the stats in front of me, but I wonder, are people generally more happier in the summer versus the winter? Like they're getting more vitamin D, they're getting outdoors. I think, I saw that post we talked about before where that the mind loves being able to see water. right? That it's just like a more calming effect, and that it kind of like soothes you by looking at water. And I feel that way when I look at the ocean or a river or any kind of like body of water. But I wonder if that is, a correlation between summer months versus like people's overall happiness and state of mind. I don't know. Like that's a good research topic for a student. Like let us know, folks, you researchers out there. But I don't know. I just feel like maybe there's like a connection between the two. I know people are more depressed the more it rains. Like that's a stat. Like, I think in certain places, depression rate is higher in certain places where it rains all the time. Never get any sunshine. Yeah.
I mean, I lived in both. So I grew up on the West Coast and I've grown my identity on the East Coast. And I would say like my experience with people in general is when I was a kid, I was happy to go lucky, sun shining every day. Even when it rained, it was still nice living in San Diego, 75-degree weather, et cetera, et cetera. And then when I moved to the East Coast, personalities, like my personality was like an anomaly. Like people always called me Joe in Philly. I think we talked about this before because they could never understand why I was always so happy. But that's what the sunshine, the beach, the
that's
weather.
What it gives you.
That's what
You're
it
just
gives
happy
you.
for no reason. So, that is Yes.
I become more cynical and sinister living on the East Coast than when I lived on the West Coast.
That's crazy because I do think that that's right. You just wake up happy.
Yeah.
Like certain
the
places.
Sunshine, yes, exactly. The environment breeds whatever is coming through that window pretty much.
I 100% agree. I don't know, but I agree. Like, I know for me, like back in the Scottsdale, I know it's too funny. Like it's been forever. Back in the Scottsdale days.
I was like, what? A couple months ago?
Back in the Scottsdale days. I don't know. I will be there. I wake up. It's just refreshing. Even though now it wasn't legit. Like there's a cutoff of my happiness in Scottsdale. Like now, no bueno. It's like a gazillion degrees. Like I don't got time for that. You can't really go outside past 6 a.m. because it's like a hot oven, like an easy bake oven. Remember those easy bake ovens? How cool!
Of course, I had one.
I
used to burn myself all the time
with the little cakes. So cute.
And the little prongs to take out the little cake that you baked.
Yeah, little prongs. They're cute, like the little yellow one. You just take the cake.
Scoop it in there, like a claw.
Cute.
Anyway.
Yeah. I mean, are they still making those easy bake ovens? And if so, do they have gluten-free recipes?
I don't know. We should look that up.
What else do you do in the summer? Like, what else do you think folks do more in the summer? Oh, I could tell you that a theme, like for my family, has always been we eat crabs because that's like crab season. So we would always like
that's a Philly thing.
Get bushels of crabs.
That's a Philly thing.
The crabs, and we would like lay out the newspaper, put the crab down, and we would like go to town eating crabs and cleaning them. But it's the spot in Delaware that I love, that they have really nice sized crabs and it's good. They season them really well. And they take off, like they do the cleaning for you. So take off the shell, all you gotta do is crack it open, and you could just eat the meat right out. Like I'm here for that.
That's definitely, I mean, definitely Philly. That's a Philly thing for sure. So I would say the version of that for me is barbecues / cookouts, like whatever you call it, depending on where you're from. Just a bunch of gathering, a bunch of eating, a bunch of celebrating, because people have time, obviously. And even though like people are working, and they have kids who are out of school, like for some reason you're like comfortable taking off more time and being like, my kids are out of school, we're going to this family, gathering or whatever.
Definitely probably more vacations.
More vacations, exactly.
That's fun. Are you going anywhere fun this summer?
I've been traveling since May. So I've
anywhere outside of like work or commitments, just like de-stress.
It's been both. Been both. Yeah, I went to Fort Lauderdale and it was really great. We did the Miami thing for like 2 days just to get like the nice restaurants. Me and my best friend, Jasmine, my childhood best friend. And then we went to Fort Lauderdale and just relaxed. We walked on the beach every night and then tried to get massages, but we didn't get massages. So we just like did more relaxing things like lay flat on the beach and look at the stars and let the wind like blow across us and like talk about the future. So that was really cool. But I think anytime I'm around like good people, family, friends that I haven't been around like for the entire season or the entire year, that's how I live my life in seasons. I feel like it's a vacation. So it depends on who I'm with, on what feels like a vacation.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the beach too. Just like sometimes the sand can be quite annoying to me, but I do like the beach. Yeah, I have. So for me, I think for the summer, because Mikhail's playing on Team USA, so I'm gonna
Don't
try
just say
to.
that like that, T. Don't just say that
I
like
think I
that.
mentioned it
You
before,
never
though.
freaking told me that he's playing on USA.
Yeah, I
He's
think
playing on USA and you're just gonna say it like that?
yep. So
Oh,
I'm gonna.
congrats,
Thank
man.
you. So I'm trying to go to Spain, and then I know I'm gonna go to the Philippines. I know, right? My mama's baby. He's a big boy now.
Ooh, I got emotional, but I don't know why.
I know.
That's a
Thank
big
you,
deal.
Lord. It's a
Yeah.
big deal. Very blessed. Very thankful. But I am going to spend some time doing that. I'm actually taking my mom for her birthday to Turks and Caicos for her birthday. Spend
Okay,
a little time.
Antonia, I need you to come on here because these gifts.
She's a gold digger. I told you that before. She is very extravagant. I worked for her.
The last time she got a car and this time she go to Turks and Caicos. Oh man, Antonia, you gotta come on here. We gotta talk about this.
She do get great gifts from mama, don't she?
Tiny, what you doing over there, girl? I need to come over.
It's too funny. The funny thing is she doesn't listen. So it's a surprise on where she's going. She doesn't know, but she keeps asking like all the time, where are we going? Where are we going? She asked to go to the Bahamas. I was like, well, I got this. Like, relax. Like, no, we'll figure it
Yeah.
out. And I was like, you know what? I've been to the Bahamas already a few times. I was like, I don't really want to go back. Nothing wrong with the Bahamas. I just want to switch it up a little bit. You know
Yeah,
how you like to see
absolutely.
different places. So
Yeah. You
I
want
was
it to
like,
be new, exciting.
exactly. So I was
Yeah.
like, look, you know what? I haven't been to Turks and Caicos. I shout out to my
That
girlfriend Shirley
water.
because she's been like everywhere, like literally. She's never home. And she has like a place in Spain. And she's like, I'm in my Spain home. I'm not here. I'm in Barcelona, wherever she's at. And I texted her. I was like, you have any recommendations for Turks and Caicos? And she like sent me a whole like dissertation. This for that. Do you want luxury? Do you want cottage style? You want blah, blah, blah? I'm like, okay.
There's all those
So
options. That's dope.
yeah, she travels a lot. But yeah, so that will be my tiny thing Tiny and I are doing for her birthday. And then lockdown with Mikkel in August and September. So that's what I got going on. I wanted to do
All
like a
right.
new certification for my yoga instructor.
Mm-hmm.
Like update that. And but the days that I need to be available, it's like I'm not gonna really be around in the summer. So
Oh,
I'll
I wish I could
probably
do that with you.
do it
I
in the
really want
fall.
to dive more into the yoga
We probably can
aspects.
because I probably do the research maybe like in the fall. When
Okay.
are you coming back? When are you coming? Where are you now? I don't know. You're always somewhere. Where
I
are you
know.
now?
I'm in Miami right now again.
Okay, you're in Miami still.
Yeah. So my girls were here. They wanted to meet up for 4th. So I was like, I was in Atlanta at the time, so I thought, and then the Essence Festival came on my plate, so I was like, I got to do that. So I did that in the middle of this trip, and then flew back here. So I'm
Wow.
here until tomorrow, and then I'm going to Vegas for Summer League, and then I'm back in Atlanta. So,
Summer League. That's fun. That's
but let's
exciting.
talk about me coming to Philly and seeing if we can
Yes.
do that.
Yeah, that'd be fun when you
Yeah,
come to Philly. I feel like you haven't been here in a little while. I don't know.
I haven't.
I
That's
missed
why I
you the
don't have
last time
braids.
around. I know, Dom. Hey, girl. But I missed you the
Listen.
last time around because it was like short trip you came in.
Yep.
So definitely the next time you come, that would be great.
And T definitely texted me some shady stuff too, like,
What did I say?
I see you in Philly and like you didn't even stop by.
Oh yeah, I had to call you a little raunchy behind out. Like, oh, you come up in my city and you don't even say hello. She's like, well, I just can't do. I can't be places at all times. Did she try to get fly with her response? Like,
I did try to like.
I mean, I can't be at all places all the time. Everybody wants my time, and I'm
I
busy,
didn't
and
say
I don't have
that.
time for that. But
I
maybe
didn't
next
say
time.
that. I didn't say that, but I was trying to like draw my boundary of like, look, T, I was trying to be like 8 million places and like
Whatever.
I talk to you every Sunday, so like I'm never gonna like be without you. So like just let me do my
No,
thing.
in the flesh. Okay. You know what else I think is huge in the summer? Like,
what?
And I got to shout out to my little nephew who has a job. He's working at Rita's. Water ice. Like, it's a
Water ice.
big deal.
Water
like,
ice and pretzels.
Do you guys, like, is that a thing, guys? Like, tippers? Do you, depending on where you're at, I think it's definitely based on location. But I can tell you that a huge Philly thing is water ice. Like, I love water ice, but I mean, not anymore because it's just essentially sugar water, and I'm not about to be taking in no calories from no sugar water. No way.
But
I do miss
when you're ready for that sugar water, it hits like
right. So good
with the salty pretzel, the sweet and salty.
What's your favorite flavor water ice?
I like to mix all the flavors. I forget what that's called.
Like a rainbow?
Well, it's really Italian ice, right? Isn't that the not Rita's, but the little corner ones? You know, the ones that be on the side of the buildings.
In Philly, we call it water ice.
Water ice. That's true.
Italian ice is like the official.
Italian ice is what other people could call it, but in Philly it's water ice.
Oh, it's 100% water ice in Philly. Yeah. But you guys know, like, if you haven't had water ice, then come to Philly and I'll give you a tour. We'll go to Fred's Water Ice down in West Philly.
We got to bring somebody on from Philly who has a water ice like stand and like talk about it.
Well, you know what? Since you guys are listening or watching us on YouTube, whatever is your preference, you know, Shay and I talked about this before, but we want to start highlighting like minority-owned businesses, women-owned businesses, and really give you guys a spotlight so we can. That's our way of ensuring like we should be looking at holistically across the board on ways we can give back. And that's a way that one of the ways we want to give back. We want to support those businesses that matter. And it's important. So if you are a minority owned business, no matter, we know that you're out there. Shay mentioned a few of you guys that we would love to bring on. Like, hit us up on social, hit us up at Tipping the Scales or at LaShayla or at Tania L. Rivers. Like, let us know because we want to hear from you. We want to support your business, especially if you have a stand or you have a store or you sell water ice, Italian ice, whatever you want to call it, ice cream, even though I have a dairy allergy, so I can't have the ice cream. But I miss a soft pretzel though. Like with the salt and the mustard. I can't have it with the gluten allergy. I know they're hard gluten-free pretzels. I do have them. But are there soft gluten-free pretzels?
Maybe that's the minority-owned business we need to actually research and find out. Can you
guys find me that? Can somebody let me know if there's a soft pretzel with salt that's gluten-free that I can have?
We gotta, somebody comment and let us know because I'm gonna ask around for you for sure.
Thank you. What else? What else do you do in the summer? What else is fun in the summer?
I shop a lot in the summer. More. So my rule of thumb to shop is when I travel to places, I like to buy things from those places. It means more. I'll be like, oh, I got these boots from Miami. I got these from Cleveland. I got these headphones from Philly. You know, I like to like buy my things. But in the summer, you know, traveling, you feel like you just want to, you know, throw that bag down, swipe that, just like you just want to drop a couple, you know? So I would say shop. Shop. Add things to my wardrobe in the summer for sure.
Yeah. And just wear more outdoors too. Like I feel like people are more active in the summer because you like to be outdoors. So whether it be hiking, biking, you know, whatever it is, you know, I see more people outdoor. Like I was on the trail walking the other day and it was like, you see people out there, like, especially now with me here at the shore right now. There's a gazillion people who are either riding a bike, you see runners, you see walkers, you see little people, like just people who working out outside. Like, I don't know. I just feel like there's a sense of an awareness about how you physically look more because you're showing more skin. Like you're in bathing suits or, you know, the trunks and you got for some folks, they got like, you know, their shirt off and got on shorts and stuff. So I just feel like you're showing more skin and you want to, you know, you're thinking about looking your best in the summer too. So you see people more inclined to doing outdoor activities. I like to be outdoors too. Like, so I have a Peloton bike and a treadmill, but in the summer, I'd rather be outside doing something outside.
Physical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Opposed to being trapped indoors. I like being out there in the sun and sweating in the sun and stuff, like opposed to being cramped working out in my house or in the gym.
Right. No, I agree. And to that point too, like water parks, theme parks, like,
Oh, amusement
fairs,
parks.
amusement parks, eating fair food,
Yeah.
funnel cakes and things like that is like reminds me of summer too
I
that I
haven't
love
been
to
to an
do.
amusement park in a very long time.
It's been a
When's
minute?
the last time? Yeah. Someone was talking to me and I was like, "Oh, what did you do for the weekend?" It was like, I took my kids, I was at an amusement park. I was like, "Oh, wow, that's a lot of work too when you have more kids." Like, it was a family day they took yesterday. They went to an amusement park for the entire day, which I thought was cool. But you're so right, Shay. I haven't been to an amusement park in quite some time, but that's something people love to do in the summer, waiting those long lines. I remember going to like Great Adventures, like, shoot, maybe 10 years ago. It's been forever. I don't even know. But those lines would be so long, and like I'm not about to stand in those long lines. Plus, I'm a chicken. I don't get on roller coasters or any of that. It's a waste of my time. I'm the person who's there, like, can you hold on my teddy bears, tea, my pocketbook, and all my stuff? I'm like, got all my arms up holding everything because I'm not getting on those rides. Are you an amusement park girl? Do you like riding roller coasters and stuff?
I used to love it a lot when I was a kid. Now I'm just more like, like I like assess the rides now. Like before I'd be like, yeah, like let's go.
Let's go.
Now I'm kind of like, that one, it don't really look too stable. I don't really like all those bars and loops.
Yeah.
Um, so now I'm a little bit more just cautious, which I hate. I hate being calculated. I hate having to think about every little thing,
Yeah.
but I am.
You
But
get older,
I
sometimes
do
it's a
love it.
sense, it's a different thing, kind of thinking about other stuff, right? Um, One of the things I miss too, um, from me being in Philly, like just walking by the courts, because I love sports, and there'd be a lot more people outdoor, like on the outdoor basketball courts playing ball. Like, I love that. Just see people play ball outside. Like,
Mhm.
I don't know, it makes me think of my childhood days when I would just walk down the blocks and see people outside balling, like playing on the courts. Love that. And it'd be like
Yeah.
really good ballers too, like, kind of like the neighborhood folks who can
Mhm.
play. And it'd
Mhm.
be some vicious games. Sometimes you gotta be careful because it broke out in fights or sometimes shootings.
Mhm.
After big neighborhood summertime basketball games,
And
you gotta
low
be
key,
careful.
some of the ballers in that aspect are better than some of the players that are in the league. But it's just like
They
little
go
JoJo down the street ain't work out for him. He ain't
right.
go to
JoJo
college.
come out there doing all types of, he would win the dunk contest for sure.
Right? Like and people always like, yeah, he should have been in the league. He should have been in the league. But
Yes. You're
yeah,
like, I know. But the games would be super intense.
so good. Yes.
So good. Like I
Yes.
miss those type of games.
Yes.
Just sitting back and watching them and just I don't know, like I just loved it. And my mom was like, "Don't be hanging around no boys. Like, don't be at those parks." And it's like, "Mom, like I respect the game. Like, but you gotta be careful because the boys like, oh, cute little girl sitting over there. How you doing?" Like
Right.
I got respect for the game. I want to see it, but I don't know. I miss those days where
Right.
you just see people just like being on the courts and just love playing the game, and the intensity of the game's it's like it's an NBA
Okay.
championship game.
It is because it's like,
Like
when
it
do
be
we
the
get to compete like
finals.
this? Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. It's that deep.
Love
Like,
that.
it's so deep. So shout out to like the Drew leagues, the Rucker Parks,
Yes.
like all those leagues. I think Seattle has a good league. Atlanta has AEBL.
Yeah.
All those leagues really breathe that summer basketball tea. So to your
Yeah.
point,
Even
like
like the
summer,
EPYL, like
summer basketball is
like
its own thing.
Mikal play AAU. Like I just miss those times,
No, I miss AU too.
right? I
Best,
do. So I
best.
know, and I think, you plan in the summer and families are packing up and getting in a car and driving all those places. I honestly
Yeah,
miss that a
I do
lot
too.
for
That's good
sure.
family bonding. Good
Right?
family bonding. Yeah.
I don't know, tippers. Like Shay and I want to hear from you. Like, how are you spending your summer? What are some things that you love to do in the summer that perhaps her and I did not discuss like on this episode? Like, talk to us. Like, can we get can this be like a two-way type of situation? Can we not just be the ones talking to you guys? Can we figure out a way to make this more interactive and chat with us? Like, hello, hit us up. Like, we want to hear from you. How many people you got? Two like lovely women asking to come knock on our door. Don't come up to my damn house.
Come and knock on my door.
We're waiting for you. Not physically. So if you know me, don't come to my house. I don't got time for that. But please hit us up on the gram. Like, again, at Tip and the Scales, at LaShayla, at Tania L. Rivers, and tell us how you're spending your summer. Fair?
Fair.
And as I always say, like, we want to continue to grow. Like, I don't know, we're about 150 episodes now. So I feel like we're continuing to do the thing that we love to do. And we want to keep growing our fan base and having more tippers. Like, we are on this journey together. So make sure that you're following Tip and the Scales wherever you get your podcast. Bye, guys. Chat later. Bye.